Today's show is specifically about Bitcoin's latest rally. We've just broke through $40,000. I want to talk about what's happening here and the big implications that's going on. And I want to show you how to profit from trading these crypto and these DeFi markets, or as I like to say, I want to teach you how to trade like Gordon Gekko himself. Now, we've all heard the rumor is that Amazon is getting into Bitcoin and crypto. Imagine what happens when Google Pay gets into it. Imagine what happens when Apple Pay gets into Bitcoin and crypto. Just think about it. Then will you finally sit up and wake up and notice this market and realize it's your time to invest in DeFi and crypto? This is the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. And my guest on the show, Michael Saylor, who's the CEO of MicroStrategy, who's invested $3.5 billion of his public company money into Bitcoin, said, Brian, what are you going to do when you find out Apple Pay just accepted Bitcoin? What are you going to do when you wake up and find out Amazon? He said, what happens to Bitcoin? Does it go up 3x, 5x, 10x, 100x? He said, Brian, the wave is happening and you've got to be in on this early. And I couldn't agree with you more. And I want to talk about that today. If you are not yet involved in these marketplaces, you have to do it now, but you've got to understand how to trade it. So today I'm going to teach you 3 important lessons. The first is how the trend is your friend. This is something I learned back in the 90s when I was a trader on Wall Street, and it will help you avoid losses and make profits. The second thing I want to teach you is how discipline is your number one weapon and how you can use it specifically in things I call a stop loss order. I'm going to explain that today. I've been teaching all of my students inside my DeFi Academy. Most never use this tool, but this is a fundamental when it comes to Wall Street. And finally, I'm going to talk about why diamond hands are going to get chopped off and all you hodlers out there are going to get killed in the next bear market. And I want to be honest with you because I see a lot of newbies out there trying to trade these crypto markets and you're all getting taken out on a stretcher. And we're doing things very differently inside my DeFi Academy. I am teaching the basics. So let's talk about the news these days. Bitcoin has broken through $40,000. This is the biggest gains we've seen in months and months and months. It's up, it's back down. Again, the volatility is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I've worked on Wall Street. I've worked in the Chicago trading pits. I've worked in the city of London here for over 10 years in the credit markets, in the fixed income markets. I've worked in all sorts of markets. And most people have no idea what they're doing when it comes to trading crypto and DeFi. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe you'll admit this later when we have a few discussions. And because the reason is this, is because most crypto traders are sheep. And as Gordon Gekko likes to say in the movie Wall Street, sheep get slaughtered. And Gordon knows a few things about trading. And Gordon went on to say this, and this is very important. He said, the public is out there throwing darts at a board. And in my opinion, he's talking about a lot of you newbie traders out there that are buying some Bitcoin here, buying some ETH, buying some Cardano, buying some Polygon because you've heard some friend talk about it. Well, guess what? I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things. And the same thing is true for Gekko. And he always loves to quote Sun Tzu, The Art of War. And he says this, every battle is won before it's ever fought. That's the way we trade DeFi and crypto inside my academy. We put on long-term intelligent positions that by definition will become profitable. We don't throw darts at a board. We don't react. And so today I want to share with you all of the lessons I learned through 15 years trading on Wall Street, the city of London and Chicago. This is what I teach inside my DeFi Academy because I have sat next to some of the greatest traders in the world. I've watched them make tens of millions of dollars. I've watched them rack up double-digit returns over 20, 30, 40-year trading histories, and I'm going to teach you that today. So I want to say one final thing to our friend Gordon Gekko. Here's a picture of Gordon embracing the latest technology of his time. You can see this on his mobile device, calling Bud Fox from the place in the Hamptons. And you know, personally, I'd like to think that if Gordon Gekko was around right now, he would be ripping the throats out of the crypto and the DeFi markets because Gordon knows how to trade, he knows how to position it, and he knows how to manage his emotions. And I'm going to be talking about those principles today because trading is a battle with your own brain. It's not a battle with the markets, but most of you newbie traders don't understand that. And that's why, like I said, you're going to take heavy losses and you're not going to profit from this greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. And look, we know this is happening. Forbes magazine recently said, and I quote, "This will shift the structure of the whole financial system at a macroeconomic level." And the truth is this, and you've heard me say it and I'll say it again. Decentralized finance is already revolutionizing the world. You just don't know it yet. Now look, this incredible marketplace is growing at a breakneck speed. It's going to generate trillions of dollars in wealth. You can create generational wealth for yourself and real value for billions of people. And ultimately, this is about giving financial freedom back to 6 billion people in the world who don't have access to complex financial markets. That's 2 billion people that don't have access to basic financial markets. These are people we call unbanked. And honestly, I think it's a fundamental human right. And it's a travesty that they don't have access to borrow, to lend to financial markets. And I'm making it my personal mission. And so are we here at London Real and inside the DeFi Academy for the next 10 years to give financial freedom back to the people. And we're already doing it inside my academy, and I want to talk about that today.